welcome to Fifth Dimension. So this reading is a part 2 continuation to the last reading that I posted on mystical guidance messages. So the last reading was a read just on the card's energy that you chose. This particular reading is going to be a full oracle spread that will give me more in-depth messages and energies to pick up on of what situation or what energies you can be dealing with in your life currently, okay? So no worries if you didn't see the other one. If you were guided to this one and the messages do resonate, then just go see the other one afterwards, though that might also carry messages for you as well, okay? And they don't need to be seen in a certain order. Just do whatever you feel guided to, okay? So for pile 1, again, we have card number 11, the Counsel, with this white stone. Actually, let me pause really quick. Find the little paper that gives the, and this is number 9, in case that number resonates with you. And the stone is actually marble, okay? So if you're drawn to this chunk of marble in pile number 1, then that will be your pile. So for pile number 2, we have card number 23 with the giveaway, as well as this blue translucent stone with the number 13 on it, as well as, what is it? It's a fluorite, okay? So if you're drawn to that, then that will be your pile. For card number 3, or pile 3, we have card 35 with the medicine wheel, as well as this stone with a number 14 on it, and this is a pyrite, okay? Ooh, I knew it was a pyrite because this is my pyrite ring, but I don't know why I didn't say that. I just didn't want to be wrong. Anyways, so for pile 4, we had card 39 with the owl and this sandstone with the number 6 on it, okay? So choose whichever pile you feel most guided to. LOL, the beat. I'll see you at your reading, loves. Hi, pile number 1. Thank you for joining me for your reading. If you chose card 11, the Counsel, as well as this, damn, what did I say it was? Marble. My bad. It's marble. If that's what you chose, then you're at the right place. So, if you didn't see the first part to this reading, the Counsel card was really giving me vibes of like very, very profound spiritual awakening. But in a way where there's like this very strong, like amplified level of faith that you were having in your inner guidance, in your higher self, in the universe, in spirit, in your angels, your guides, whatever you want to call it, okay? But really trusting any guidance that you are receiving at this time, and it really bringing you to a place of having like this sense of illumination in your life. I'm getting strong synchronicity too. I don't know if I said that in yesterday or in the other reading, but I'm getting like you're full on communicating with the universe at this point. Like I feel like you're putting the intention out, like I need to see the signs everywhere. I want to see them everywhere because I just need to know that I am in tune and trusting my guidance. And I feel like you're the delivered. The angels are like delivered. Express delivery. They are giving you the signs that you are asking for, and it's bringing you to like this level of having faith in your inner guidance like you've never had before, okay? But it's also powerful because having faith in the decisions that you're making to bring you the manifestations or to really take you to where you want to be are putting you in this place of strength. I feel like you're just glowing with illumination right now. And if I didn't say that in yesterday's, I'm saying it now because it's becoming very apparent, and probably because, oh, what? I didn't even shuffle. I just pulled the deck and that just like literally flung out of there. And I saw it when I shuffled from the last pile before starting this reading. I saw this one when I split the deck. It stood out to me. So definitely guardian angel, you're not alone. Which I literally just said, like, you're full on communicating at this point. Like, you know you're not alone. You're fully aware of that and you're trusting that more than ever. But I guess there was that other side. I feel like you're the type of person who needs that. Like, you've doubted yourself so much that you need all these signs. Because you're just like, just keep, like, I'm building this faith, but I need you to keep on bringing it, universe. Keep on bringing those synchronicities. Keep on making these things happen because it's building my sense of trust in you. That's 3 cards. I don't want to take 3. I just want 1 more, please. If at all. Okay. Oh, well, 2. Fine. Okay, you get your way. All right, there's that. And 1 last card. There it is. All right. So let's see what we got for you. We have, it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio, which I feel like you're doing. Anything that was holding you back at that dense Scorpio energy is really being, like, drifted off of you right now, like being cleared away. First chakra, Archangel Michael, yes. That's that stability, that groundedness in knowing, okay? When you have a strong base, root chakra, okay, this really connects you to, like, infinite supply of the universe. It's like the roots literally in the ground, providing you with whatever nourishment you need from the earth and its soil alone, okay? That's what you're doing in connecting within yourself so deeply and having that blind faith. Like, you're literally tapping into the soil of Mother Earth herself, and therefore she is providing you. Card number 3 with Armadillo Spirit, Seth set healthy boundaries. Guardian Angel, you are not alone. Card 26, great big love. I love that. High Priest, intend and create. That's exactly what you are doing. Fire Guardian, ignite your passions. Yep, I can see that too. And dance with life, do something to change your energy, okay? I'm thinking that's something having to do with the boundaries. That's going to be a guidance. So I'll do it this way. All right. So it's time to release negativity. And I think that's what you're doing. With the High Priest, intend and create coming out, or me putting it underneath that full moon in Scorpio, I feel like you're fully illuminated on anything that's been holding back your manifestations at this point, because you've been receiving clear guidance, strong, clear guidance. And I feel like it's becoming very apparent to you what has been holding you back. And I feel like you're in a place of purifying that. Remember I said, like, breaking free? I feel like you're in a place of purifying that out of your frequency. And I'm getting the metaphor of, like, you know, when you have like a, well, I don't know if you guys ever had, but like a boil, is it called a watch or boil order or whatever the fuck, okay? Like when the city puts out like a message that if you're going to be using the water to drink, that you need to boil it first to purify out any contaminants that may be in it. And I feel like that's your energy at this time, that it is being purified to remove any contaminants. I don't know why I got that. Okay, but we're going with it, all right? Negativity is being connected with those contaminants, all right? That's being purified out of your energy in order for your manifestations to really start coming through almost instantaneously, right? Because we all get to the points to where we will bring resistance into it, but we'll just say faster, much more fluidly than they had been coming in before, okay? First chakra, Archangel Michael with Fire Guardian, ignite your passions. It's literally all that fire energy. that is the same energy. Fire, fire. Passion, passion. That is strong in your energy right now, pile number 1. So I will say that this transformation or awakening that you are going through, flashback. Pile, I think it was pile number 1. I'm pretty sure it was pile number 1. Flashback to the reading that I did. If you look in my videos, if you haven't already seen it, there is a reading titled Your Divine Masculine Energy, something like that. Messages from your inner divine masculine, I think, is to be more specific. So pile number 1 was talking about this like sexual awakening is sort of what the energy was. I'm getting a connection to that. So I feel like some of you who resonated with that reading are again pile 1. Yeah, please let me know in the comments if I'm right on that, because that would be cool. That would be cool to know if I'm right about that, okay? That helps me, okay, to let me know, like, hey, is that what you're picking up? Because why did I flash back to that reading? These two energies, fire guardian, ignite your passions, and first chakra, Archangel Michael, this root, passionate, that's literally that energy where that comes from, right? That sacral base region where our passions are ignited from, but it's also where our stability comes from, but it's also where that reading connects to this because of that sexual awakening, which might have to do with this spiritual awakening that you are experiencing. I don't know how. Maybe it triggered this, or maybe that triggered this. I don't know how that connects, but that definitely connects. That energy just feels vibrant like that, the same way. Oh, is that where the fire that's purifying coming from? Remember I said I got the boil? The boil was purifying any contaminants. Oh, I like that. I'm connecting it now. It's sexual healing. Sexual healing is allowing you to release anything that was in your energy that wasn't allowing you to manifest. Whoa, I love that so much. That is powerful energy. That I love when I just make hand motions and expect you to understand the word that I'm associating with that, because it's because I can't find the word. But this, whatever that is, that like deep desire, you know, from that root chakra, that desire that comes there for that ignition of passion, okay? That fire is powerful, and that sexual energy is being used to heal and release any contaminants. It's like purifying and ridding you. I love that so much, pile number 1. That's awesome. I like that idea. All right, Armadillo Spirit. Set healthy boundaries, card number 3. With Dance with Life, do something to change your energy. This sort of feels like the need to toughen up, like you're feeling the need to toughen up. However, the guidance actually is to shift your energy instead of like shelling in. I want to get another card because I feel like something's causing you to feel the need. Maybe it's just like the vulnerability of the place that you're in, because you're being so, this awakening, this healing, it puts you in a vulnerable place energetically. That does for sure. So if you are resonating with this reading, your energy is very delicate at this time. You may be feeling the need to sleep more. You may be feeling your body extra exhausted. And you're just like, why am I feeling extra exhausted? Everything's the same, but I feel the need to sleep. Please trust that. If you are resonating with that, you're going through a lot right now energetically, okay? Even if it's not an outside experience that is keeping you awake, sleepless nights and all of that, if you feel extra tired, I'm telling you it's because there's something going on with you energetically. And it's a lot. Purifying, transformation, sexual healing, all of that is putting you in a vulnerable place. And I don't know if then situations are causing you to feel like the need to shell in, but it's actually, the guidance is to really just, instead of closing yourself off to anything that may feel triggering at this time, to really just shift with it, lean into it, flow with it. Take whichever one of those three resonates with you, okay? Specifically the flow with this feather over here. Moving on. Oh, I said I was going to pull an extra card and I didn't. Let me get one. My bad. Oh, that was fast. Stop it. Broken heart and angel of love. The exact opposite energies. And they literally, again, okay, yeah, this is the second time that happens. Did I even shuffle? Hold on, I'm gonna rewind. Okay, so I went back and all I did was this. Like, I hadn't even gotten a full shuffle in. I basically just separated the deck and the two fell out, which was the same thing with that one that they just found. So these messages are just flowing out to you, which, like I said in the beginning, you were asking your guides for very clear guidance, and you were getting very clear guidance. Make no mistake, okay? That is coming through strongly in the energy. So I said that there was a situation that was causing you to make you feel, because you're vulnerable, it's making you want to shell in. It keeps on triggering you to make you want to shell in, and your guidance is strongly to really just allow it to flow with it, lean into it, shift with it as it changes, versus shelling yourself in and closing yourself off. And clearly I think this might have to do with love and relationships, because there is a broken heart and an angel of love, which tells me that your vulnerability is coming from a place of being fearful of the broken heart, right? And wanting to shell yourself off to keep your vulnerable parts hidden. Yeah, I'm definitely getting you're being guided to not shell yourself off. Obviously, if this is a toxic situation, then fuck that. Just cut that shit off. But if it's not, if it's a healthy situation that just has some challenges that you have to adjust or grow or learn from, it's asking you to flow with that, okay? To lean into the challenges and instead of closing yourself off to it, okay? That is what I'm going to give you, and only take that if it resonates. Again, if that's toxic, that's not a message for you, all right? All right. Guardian angel, you are not alone, as well as great big love. I feel like all of a sudden the energy is taking a shift to focus on love. And although all of this stuff just felt like for personal life, except the sexual healing part, yeah, this part of it is shifting into the desire for it and awareness for you. The guidance for you is there, okay? You have an angel of love coming up right here, and it's an angel of love. It's not just a regular angel. She is there specifically to guide you towards it, okay? Here she is. Here is evidence of her, and here is where she is guiding you to the great big love over here. So that message is very clear to me, okay? So you were trusting the guidance. You are definitely receiving the guidance, and it is taking you to where you want to be, pal number one, okay? So just keep on doing what you're doing, really, is the best thing I can tell you. You're already doing the right thing. I feel that there are doubts in your energy because the trigger is there. but also there's still things being worked out. So I'm going to assume that there's time where you have this strong faith, and then there's times where you're just like, no, I don't believe. Is this even true? Am I just being silly? Am I making this all up? Okay, so you're like flip-flopping still, but you're more there than not, okay? And that's a good place to be. Like, trust that. When you're in those times of being like unsure and being like, I don't even believe in anything anymore, like none of this matters, like I've just been like believing blah blah blah, because I feel like there's times when you get in that it's time to release negativity. That's the Scorpio energy that I'm getting, like that it wants to pull you out of that belief, because this is hard to have. This energy that I was getting from this card is a hard place to put yourself in, to have that blind faith in something that you cannot explain, in something that you cannot prove, in something that you cannot physically hold or see or even name, because this is just like outside energy force, just like these cards coming out, just like all the synchronicities that end up happening that you experience. If you explain that to any other person who is not of the nature of having faith in the way that you are being guided to have, pile number one, they're just going to tell you it's just a coincidence, okay? And they're going to try to talk you out of that. But this is the universe telling you, no, you're getting so many of them. You cannot write them all off as coincidence. And because you have that heavy doubt, the universe is providing you with all the evidence you need. You're saying, please, I need more evidence. Show me the signs. And the universe is like, all right, here's billboards left and right. You wanted signs, we supersized them. The signs are there, okay? They are being made available for you as need be, because I feel like you are building. They're not going to be there for you forever, okay? Me being all mad, like, but they are there for you now. They want you to see. They want you to have faith and build on that faith, okay? They want you to feel self-sustained in your faith, in yourself, to guide you to where you need to be, okay? Wherever it is that you were trying to go, whatever it is that you were trying to accomplish, whatever it is that you were trying to create for yourself, there is guidance being provided for you at this time, because you have a very strong connection at this time with whatever. Whatever your faith is in, okay? You have a very strong connection in your faith right now. So that is where I will leave you, pile number one. I feel like these readings were really cool. But I am done with them, alas. Ew, look at my little talks. I think I'm a fancy poet. Anyways, if this did resonate with you, please, I was going to say please manifest. Please manifest for me a clearing of my YouTube blockage, pile number one, with all your powerful energy. Shoot some of that my way and help me clear this blockage that YouTube has been having on me. I've not had a single subscriber for a while now, and that's weird because I was having steady subscriber growth, very steadily. So I don't understand what happened, but it's happening. So please help me out by liking, commenting, subscribing, and I hope this was able to resonate. All right, love. So until we vibe again. Hi, pile number two. Thank you for joining me for this reading. Oh, if you chose card number 23 with the giveaway, as well as stone 13, the fluorite, this beautiful blue translucent, then you're at the right place, okay? So if you have not seen the other reading, part one to this, I do I advise you, I encourage you, there we go, that's the better word, I encourage you to watch that if you find these messages resonating, okay? So the overview, I'll just give like a little summary. Okay, I was like, where's some coming from? A little summary of the giveaway. It was strong about being in a place of having clarity of who you are, what you have to offer, and only offering of yourself that which is authentically coming from the right place. Pure willing energy on your part is what you give. And other than that, no. Nobody's getting anything out of you unless it's something that you authentically want to offer of yourself. And I feel like you're reaching a place of being able to do that in such what's the word? Damn, there was a word that I had in such a I can't remember the word. Okay, it'll come to me. There was a word that would have explained it perfectly and I lost it. But anyways, giving that of yourself without any expectation, free of attachment, free of, just like, doing it from a pure place, not because it's going to make you feel like you're a good person, not because it's going to make another person feel like you're a good person, not because it's going to seem any sort of way, not because you expect that the universe will reward you. Like, no, not doing something expecting a person to owe you or whatever. Okay, I don't know why I'm giving so many examples, but that's what I mean. Just giving from a pure place of authenticity because you feel guided to do so, okay? And that's such a beautiful place to be, because regardless of whether we realize it or not, a lot of times when we give of ourselves, it's not from that place. It's because we feel the need to be there for other people. We feel obligation in some sense to, we're their friend. We should be for them. We're their this, we're their cousin, we're their sister, we're their whatever, like, and you feel bad if you don't. But that's not coming. And I'm not saying that to make you feel bad, because I do it all the time. I am such a people pleaser a lot of the time that that's why I keep my circle very, very, very small these days, because I know myself and people can take, okay? I'll just say that. So oh no, I already looked into it. I was like, what do we need to release? And it started my mind racing on what is that trying to tell me? What do you need to release with the giveaway? Did I say there was resistance in the first energy? I can't recall, but I'm feeling it now. All of a sudden my throat is getting all burpy again, like it was with Pile 4. I feel like there's resistance for something, and I probably throat chakra, probably communication, or probably voicing or speaking some truths. All right, that's just a message for those of you. Only if it resonates, take that. Okay, what do you need to release? Waning moon. I was gonna say pile number 17. Okay, card number 17, the storyteller. Card number 23, healing the heart. Card number 14, carrying connections. Ooh, this is taking a different turn. Okay, I'll accept. Hunter, track down your fears and desires. Electric eel. This came out in... of course I forgot. Either 4 or 3. Bring your ideas to life. Sorry, I didn't say. Card 44, Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. I'm loving these energies. Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. And I love that it came out perfectly aligned in a 4x4, so that way the energies align to me in this way. Okay. What do you need to release and track down your fears and desires? Okay, thank you. It's like a cheat sheet. Thank you, Spirit. Because if I just had that one card and I'd be like, well, what do you have to release? And I'd be there like, it could be this, it could be that. But when I have a clarifier that aligns and Spirit is telling me this is the answer. This is the question, this is the answer. What do you need to release? Track down your fears and desires. You need to release your fear of chasing your desire, okay? I feel like there's a part of you that's starting to trust more. If anything, this is the beginning stages, because I feel like there's a part of you of barely understanding the energy of non-attachment, I feel. And that resonates with me. Like I'm learning the energy of non-attachment. I'm practicing, I'm wavering, but I'm getting there. And I feel like that's where you are too. Because when you can bring yourself to a place of non-attachment, it's much, much easier to release. It's much easier to move past fears, okay? It's much easier to take actions when you're in a place of non-attachment, okay? There's a lot less dense energy that keeps you from doing those things when you're in that energy. And so I feel like that's potentially, especially with the giveaway, that's what it is, right? Giving something away with trust. That's what I mean by non-attachment. So fear of taking actions such as, I have this dream, I have this goal, I have this desire that I want, but I'm so fearful that if I take the step in initiating my way towards that it's going to slam its door on my face and like knock me all the way back in just full rejection or full being a block from not being able to get it. I'm fearful of taking those steps because of what the outcome can be. And I feel like coming from a place of non-attachment, that includes non-attachment to a specific outcome. So like I said, in my specific way, in my specific experience, I can say that I'm learning, I'm practicing, I'm playing with the energy of non-attachment, and it's not an easy thing. I'm telling you that it is not an easy thing to do. Non-attachment has probably been one of the hardest lessons that I've had to learn throughout my life, especially when it comes to connections. Okay, I'm just saying, if you resonate with me, then you know what I mean. So, not holding attachment to a specific outcome. And how do you do that? Through non-attachment, okay? Oh, wait, did I just say, how do you, I don't know what I just said. Rewind, delete. But regardless, what I'm saying is non-attachment is able to make it so much easier to push past fears, taking a certain action that you're so fearful what the outcome might be because you don't have an attachment to any specific outcome. So you're not just like, if I take action forward towards something that I really, really want and my heart is in it, it's something that I desire and I fear not being able to get it. I fear the rejection of it. I fear of it being shut in my face. So instead you take no action at all. Yeah, that happens to most of us, right? So in this case, learning the energy of non-attachment and practicing it specifically in these situations of, I want to move forward toward this. It is something that I desire. I am scared that it will shut and reject me or push me away, whatever this is, okay? This doesn't have to be a person. And I'm not even seeing it in that way, really. I feel like I'm seeing this as whatever you're ambitious about, okay? Ambitious about gaining or moving towards in your life. I feel like that's what this is for you. But it could also be a person because it's indicated here, okay? But that's what I'm saying. Like this being able to move forward, yes, there's fear still there, but no attachment. So not having an expectation of the door closing in you and therefore not taking those steps, but not having an expectation of the door opening for you either. It's just taking those steps because it's what you feel guided to without any expectation on the door being closed on you or the door being opened for you. Just really saying, I felt guided to take those steps, so I'm going to do them. And then just leave it alone. See what happens. It's sort of what it is, really, at the end of the day. That's what I'm getting, okay? And that's how I've been seeing it. That's how I have to practice it. It's just not having an attachment to any specific outcome. Just taking an action because it's what I feel guided to, okay? And not expecting this or that. Okay. So then we get into the storyteller, card number 17, as well as electric eel, bring your ideas to life. And this is where I feel like it connects with whatever you're ambitious about. Like, what is this story that you're writing for yourself now? Because I feel like before you had like a ghostwriter and somebody was writing your story for you. And that I resonate again. Of course, pile number 2, right? So I resonate with feeling always like somebody else was narrating as well as authoring my story, telling me what I should do, telling me what is best for me, telling me what steps were happening for me in this chapter. And I was just sitting listening to the story of my life. Like, in this chapter, you go to college and you get married and you have babies and you work a career and you be a wife and a mom and a this and a that and a nurse and a teacher and a, what else did they make me try to do? I don't know what else they made me try to do. I tried them all, okay? I tried every story. I tried every story that everybody who felt the need to tell me that that was what I needed to be playing out. I did. I mean, the stories didn't work. My character kept on breaking out of character and didn't want to follow the storyline. So therefore, I have now taken the pen upon myself, and I feel like that's you too, pile number 2, okay? You've stopped allowing your ghostwriter to write for you, and you've taken the pen in your own hands, and you're bringing your own ideas to life. And it's fun, but it's also scary, right? It's also scary when you're being responsible. It's so much easier, and I feel like I can resonate with that so much, but I feel it in your energy strongly, pile number 2, where you're just like, can't you just tell me what to do? I hate having to make all these decisions. I've literally said that, like the amount of times I've said that out loud. I'm embarrassed to say, but I literally have been like, just tell me what to do. Because it's so difficult to be the one held responsible for your actions. Laui, if somebody else is the one that told you to do those things and they like take a strong tailspin towards the gutter, then it's like, well, it's your fault. Just kidding. But not really. But when you steer your own damn self into the gutter, then it's just like, damn, I did that, okay? But as scary as it is, I feel like you're doing it. You are doing the damn thing, okay? And I feel like you're learning the energy of non-attachment. In fact, you may be more advanced in it than I am, okay? So card 23, healing the heart. Card 44, reclaim your power. Ooh, I love this. I think that what's pushing you, like what's the foundation for this new energy or this newfound embracing the energy of non-attachment and just freely giving from a pure, authentic place, I feel like it's coming from a place of freshly healed, maybe not so fresh for some of you, but I feel like it's been a long-ass journey of healing for most of you, okay? Strong emphasis on having carried a lot, but also this feels like even like bloodline shit. Like I'm barely starting to learn about ancestral healing, and I feel like that's coming up. So stop. I just realized that there's a double digit here. So 2323. Pile number 2, Google that, because I'm gonna Google that to see what extra messages are there. There's also a lot of 4s, significant 4. There's 4 4s here. But a double 23 for you. So Google 2323, angel number, spirit messages, spiritual guidance, numerology, whatever, okay? I feel like there's been a lot of healing that you've done that really like set the foundation for this strength that you're having in yourself, this strength, but also this faith. This power feels more like it's not exterior power, but you are powerful because the ability to heal all of that pain that you've carried. Oh, I totally lost my train of thought. I was talking about ancestral healing before I mentioned the numbers, right? You are creating such a dynamic power force in not only your energy in doing this healing, but like that's a gift that you're passing down towards your bloodline. It's like a blossom that you just started. Like it was just always this bud. Like the feminines in your bloodline, I feel, was just the bud. Like the potential to bloom was there. But all of the exterior didn't allow it to. Oh my God, this connects. I didn't see this one. Well, I did see it, but I didn't pay attention and read into it. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. That's what this feels like. Like the bud was there, but there was just something that didn't allow it to bloom. And that is just like life situations, right? Like whatever life situations you get yourself into that are meant for you to release at some point and grow from them. But a lot of times we're not able to release them. And the only reason I can say that is because I've seen this. I'm going to connect this personally. I've seen this, and it's something that that's why I just said that I mentioned that I've just started to like look into ancestral healing, because I know that the women in my family are very strong women who have carried with them so much pain, so much trauma, tremendous sacrifice, huge self-sacrifice these women have given of themselves. And at some point in my life, I felt myself going in that same cycle. And it felt so wrong. It felt so painful. It felt so restrictive. It felt like I just wanted to be free. I wanted to live my life. And I know that my mom felt that too. And I know that her mother felt that too. And who knows how long that's been going on, okay? But it's been passed down, passed down, passed down. The need to self-sacrifice for, and I know that sounds horrible that I'm about to say this, but the need to self-sacrifice for a husband and a family and children, okay? Because that's what all these women did. They did what they were told. To be, to grow, to become a wife, to become a good wife, and a good mother. And they were, okay? I won't take that from them. They provided everything that they needed. They self-sacrificed to a level of, it's just like, for me, it's just ridiculous. Like the level of self-sacrifice, like these women, and not ridiculous like in the way of like, oh, that's so silly. Like, no, it's just ridiculous to me. Like the amount of strength that it takes, the amount of pain that they must have that they carried with them to their death. Okay. Because, and I say that them as my grandmother and my tia, these women who carried a lot of self-sacrifice and wounding from that, from not being able to be themselves, not being able to express themselves, not being able to live the life in any way, shape, or form that that lit up their heart in any way that they could tell their own story. Like their story was decided for them, and they just played character role the entirety of it, okay? And I know that must be a very, very painful thing to do. But I feel with the ancestral healing, like that I've specifically been focused on learning about my past, the women in my family, what did they experience? Where did I come from? Where did my mom come from? What did she experience to have led her to the experiences that I had with her, and how she mothered me? You know what I mean? And how, so I feel like that's very strong in your energy. Like some healing that you've been doing is literally like breaking chains. It's unbinding for further. Like, power to you, seriously, for making those changes, because I didn't realize like how powerful me breaking free and getting a divorce was. I just felt like I was gonna be like literally like the little ash, the little dirty, part of the family tree because of the divorce that I got, because none of the women in my family are divorced. They don't get divorced. They get married and they take that vow very seriously, which I'm not to say that I didn't, but I was in a marriage that was highly toxic and And I had to make the decision, am I going to keep my vow and sacrifice my life, my daughter's life, because she's going to have to grow up with this person who is highly toxic, like, in her environment? Like, no, I'm sorry. No, my daughter means more to me than a man. I'm just going to have to say that, okay? So, yeah, I had to make that decision. And so, for my daughter, I did that. I sacrificed for her, not knowing what the outcome was going to be, but I took my power in doing so. And even though I didn't see it like that at the time, I felt like I was just like with my tail between my legs, like embarrassed to be the one, you know, that everybody looks at as the divorced one. But I don't care about that now. I did that then, and I see it was so long ago, right? But I see it so differently now. Like, that non-attachment has led me to a place like, who even cares? Has nothing to do with anybody but me at the end of the day and what I felt was best for me, and in this case, my baby. So that healing that I set into motion will continue in a powerful way. I don't know how, but I know that it's created a shift for my daughter if she ever chooses to have children herself. You know what I mean? I know that what I did was the right thing at this point. It was breaking a pattern that had been playing out, and I feel like that's something that you will strongly resonate with pile number 2. It'll be something, whatever healing that you've done, whatever decisions that you've made after you've taken the pen yourself and beginning to narrate and author your own life, it's created such a powerful shift in you that not only should you be proud of and have gratitude for, but also I'm sure that generations to come will have gratitude for you, if you have children, of course, for sure. So releasing soul patterns, contract, and past lives in connection to carrying connections. I'm trying to see how they connect specifically, because I feel this is strongly in response to romantic connections, to love. Okay, so card number 14, carrying connections, releasing soul patterns. There's something that you're breaking, maybe with this healing, you're breaking, including the not, what am I hearing? I don't know what I'm hearing. Sorry. Hold on, let me pause. I don't know what that noise was, but I was hearing something. Anyways, during the pause, I just realized that I made it seem like if my mom and my grandma like made the bad decision by staying in their marriages. I did not mean to make it sound like that. They stayed for their kids. Just like I left for my kid, they stayed for their kids. I just felt the need to say that. My grandma had 5. My mom had 6. And we've all been in that cycle of like finances and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So I know that they stayed for the purpose of having support, a roof, food, clothes on their backs for the children. So yeah. Anyways, aside from that, this carrying connections and the unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives is telling me that in non-attachment, I feel is really, it's really changing something when it comes to romantic connections for you, when it comes to love. I feel like it's shifting something that may have been playing out in relationships for you. I still hear this stupid ass little, I don't know what I'm hearing. Is that a bug? Is that a frog? Is it a cricket? And it's not a cricket, but it sounds like it's right there. Hold on. Okay, I apologize. It's gonna drive me crazy if I think that there's a bug or something in my room. Because I'm a little scaredy cat. I just don't want it to like creep up on me. But anyways, yeah, I feel like whatever this energy is flowing is going to connect something very beautifully. And I do want to get an extra card just to clarify. Let me figure out which deck I want to pull from though. Let me actually just get another energy oracle for that. Oh, that was fast. The Garden and the Gate and card 17 with action. Yeah, this feels like anything that you may literally, oh my god. Remember when the beginning when I said this, like you holding yourself back from taking any actions because you're afraid that it's going to do this to you, and so instead you just don't take action? Gold star for me again. That's literally what this is giving me. Like this shift of energy, perspective, non-attachment again being emphasized, like only giving of herself from a pure and loving and healed place too. Like I feel like it comes from such a light vibration when you do give, that it's just shifting something, maybe even completely like ending, because it says releasing patterns, contracts, and past lives. Like you are being released, you are being freed from experiencing whatever patterns were playing out, okay, that were not conducive. LOL, there's that word again. I don't know which pile I used it on. That are not being conducive to your love life in the way that you want to experience it. Pile number 2, okay? This non-attachment is allowing you to move forward and take certain actions without the fear of what's going to happen if I do this. You know what I mean? What's going to happen a week from then, a month from then, blah, 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 blah. Like having any expectation on needing to know the answer, on needing to have a foresight of where this action with this connection is going to lead you, or this person, or this relationship, or whatever it is for you. But I do feel like this is in regards to relationships, okay? I love this energy for you, and if you are resonating with this, that you're strong healing and shifting into a more leadership role in decisions in your life and taking actions in your life based off of inspiration, taking inspired action in your life is what I'm strongly getting. Breaking free from expectation, breaking free from attachment, breaking free from old patterns, and really owning your power in doing so, because I feel like it's very powerful to be able to come from a place of wholeness in that way, okay? To be able to set intentions and only give of yourself from that wholesome place of knowing that it is authentically coming from you wanting to, okay? From your soul wanting to. And I love that for you, pile number 2. So without me going and rambling and repeating everything, because I feel like I do that a lot in my readings. I repeat myself over and over. But anyways, that is what I got for you. If it did resonate with you, please let me know how in the comments. I always appreciate those more than anything, because this is like a learning platform, not only for you, but for me, really. Like I'm learning, I'm growing as I post each reading. I hope you can see that if you've been a subscriber. I know that some days I'm really off, so I apologize for that. But today I'm on. Just kidding. So please be sure to subscribe if you aren't already. Like, comment, and until we meet again, loves. Hi, pile number 3. Thank you for joining me for your reading. If you chose card 35, the medicine wheel, as well as this pyrite, then you're at the right place. Actually, I might turn this one into a ring too, now that I'm thinking about it. Just kidding. Anyways, okay, so pile number 3, the medicine wheel. If you saw the other reading, I hope that you saw the other reading, to be honest, because it was a lot. Like, this pile gave me so many clear messages about 3 specific different strong things that were going on in their life. Reflection, direction, and healing. Ooh, I like how that sounds. Reflection, direction, and healing was the main focus of this card, okay? So I really don't want to have to go through all of that, so all over again. So if you didn't watch that other reading, I do recommend that you do after. Right now, I am just going to get started on getting your oracle messages from each of the piles. The whole ass half deck, seriously. Okay, however, it did flip over to expect powerful change, pile number 3, so holy effing poop. I strongly felt that, okay? Like, that was like, no. That, like, fucking bounced like it was on a fucking trampoline. It is powerful change because I remember going through all 3 things and I was like, there was so many messages coming through for this pile. So you are at a crazy crossroads in your life where the decisions that you make at this time are really going to impact the next cycle or chunk of your life, if you will. I don't know how long these cycles last. I'm no expert on anything. All I know that in my experience, a cycle lasts as long as it takes for me to learn the lesson. For some people, their whole life is just one cycle. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. And I'm not even putting them down because I get it. I get it. I've been stuck in long cycles before. But once I get out, I'm like, I'm out and never going back. All right. So let's see what you need to know at this time in between cycles. I'm so glad that you caught me in between cycles, pile number 3, because I don't think I ever, like, watched pick a cards in between cycles. No, I'm lying. This most recent one I did, I was watching White Feather Tarot a lot during this last mid-cycle. I'm in a new cycle, by the way, guys. And I'm really liking it. This cycle's so much fun. Sorry, I just feel the need to ramble while I'm shuffling because then it's just going to be me, like, heavy breathing. No. Okay, we're taking these 2 because they flipped, but we're not taking all of them. Sorry, I was about to get mad. All right. Ooh, flamenco. No. Embrace the in-between. Are those not the exact fucking words that I've been using to describe this energy, the medicine wheel? I literally called it an in-between. Please tell me I called it an in-between in this reading, because if I didn't, I regret it. I know for damn sure I mentioned the in-between in the last reading for this energy, though. So, yes. Gold star for me. This just tells me that I'm reading the energy right, guys, because I promise you that no tarot reader ever feels, or maybe they do, maybe I'm lying, maybe some of them are just like, I don't ever doubt myself. But I doubt myself all the damn time. I'm just like, never mind, I'm not going to go into detail. But yeah, the in-between. Yay, gold star for me. Anyways, look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. We have the power of purpose, card number 18. We have 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. That is your crown chakra, my loves. Okay, we have hostilities. We have Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved. I love this card. And I love love too. We have Imrama. Where are you being called to journey to? We just had this card in pile number 4. I knew they resonated together. I fucking knew it. Okay. Play, have fun, celebrate. Don't be So serious, okay? Oh, there's so many pinks and purples in here. I'm loving this for you because that was not present to me in the original energy. The original energy just gave me like, okay, you're going through some shit, because it is a very important time for you when it comes to reflection, direction, and healing. But now that I see the bigger picture in this, this is like taking you to another level of experience. Spiritual journey is strong in some of your all's next cycle. Self-love is going to be strong in your all's next cycle. And for like a big fat chunk of you, love. Like love. Just in general, embracing the energy of love, offering it, receiving it, being enveloped in it is what's coming up next in your cycle. And I love that. Lucky energy. This feels beautiful, in fact. However, obviously with all good things comes a price, and the price is the part that you are in right now, the part that is very important in the reflecting that you're doing and making sure it's conducive. Okay. I love when I like channel, I guess, like fancy words like that, because I'm just like, who am I reading for? Because if y'all knew who I am and you're like this fancy person, you'd be like, why am I taking advice from this person? Just kidding. Not really. But anyways, okay. Making sure that your reflection is really conducive to the direction you're wanting to take, okay? Also, actions. Making sure that the actions that you are taking at this exact time while you're in the in-between. You know what I just realized is I've gotten this card before in readings, and I never really, like, I always just embraced the flamingo spirit, like the energy of the actual physical bird. But I'm seeing it for the first time in a different way because of the pinks. It's giving me that like really like vibrant, like glowy vibe, like of somebody who just has love in their heart, and just it shines within them. Like they don't even have to, like, you know what I mean? Like there's just the vibrant people that walk into the room that, you know, like these people just, they know something, or they figure something out that they're able to just like really live life to the fullest. That's what the flamingo energy gives me, okay? But the in-between now, like as it connects with this energy of like being in the waiting room, like I said, in the waiting room of what's happening from the last chapter that you're currently closing off and moving into this new cycle, not chapter, cycle. Because you're not closing a chapter, you're closing a whole cycle. So I'm proud of you, pile number 3, because cycles are not easy to close. They are not easy to come out of. And like I said, I think it was just in this reading. Why do I forget things like this? Okay. I think it was just in this reading that I said that some people stay in that one cycle their entire life. It does. It happens, okay? That's not for you, though. You're coming out of a cycle that was really difficult for you to come out of. That's what the hostilities card is giving me. Actually, I do want to collect. Why did I say collect? Is this you, Ashley? Okay, I'm sorry if I'm calling you out. I just had like a flashback to that reading I did of the hoarding, and I used the word collect, and yeah. I love that so much. If it's you, my bad for calling you out. But also comment if it is you. Strategy, card number 21, hostilities. Yeah, this is, okay, yes. This is going to connect. This is my clarification, and this, that your pile, if you have not watched pile number 4, please go watch pile number 4, but it is giving me the connection between the owls, because I was just about to say, yeah, you're like the owl, you're strategizing. But you're not the owl. You're pile number 3, the medicine wheel. So yes, it is the similar energy though. Like this strong emphasis on all the reflection, perspection, whatever. Okay, you know what I mean. All this thinking that you're doing, this reflecting that you're doing on everything that's come in your life before, where you are now, where you're wanting to head in, and what needs to leave behind, what needs to be left behind in order to move ahead into this new cycle of beautiful energy that you're being called to. Okay? You feel the pull towards this, which was also in the energy of pile number 4. It feels purposeful. It feels destined. Whatever it is that you're being called to feels like your soul knows that this is something you're meant to experience, but there is that fear. There is that fear that is holding you back. So I was about to say the Tower. Okay. All right. In pile number 4, there was like that Tower card that's saying like what's holding you back. This is that energy, okay? That energy of being fearful of cutting off, being fearful of walking away, being fearful of making certain changes, being fearful of letting people down, being fearful of speaking up on truths, being fearful of acknowledging ugly truths of ourselves and releasing those parts, okay? All of that is very important at this time where you are in your journey, pile number 3. And I hate to say it like in a way that sounds like you have very difficult decisions to make at this time and make the right one. Otherwise, it's going to be, what is it? The red pill, the blue pill? Whatever pill you take is going to determine everything. That's what it sounds like I'm saying. And if you're taking it that way, I'm sorry. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is for you to trust yourself, because at the end of the day, when it comes to your life, the only person who really has control there is you. Not me, not anybody else. Whatever it is that you are feeling resistant to, acknowledge that more than anything now. Why are you being resistant to something that your heart is being pulled to, that your soul is calling you towards? Where is this resistance coming from? That's just the main thing I need. I need you to just acknowledge, first of all, okay? Because that sets in motion everything else that comes from that, okay? Acknowledge where this resistance to the change, this resistance to speaking up, this resistance to walking away, whatever it is that you need to do, that you feel, and you know because it doesn't feel right for you. It doesn't feel fun anymore. It doesn't feel fulfilling, whatever. Okay, so that's when you know that it's time to move away. You've outgrown something, and that's just how life is. So the guidance that I was getting at the very end for the owl energy, pile number 4, was telling me that once there was a certain sense of clarity, to take swift action. And I'm going to give you the same guidance because I'm hearing it again and I'm seeing the bird again. Focusing, scanning, researching, swooping, the strategizing, right? Okay, coming up with a strategy, but then swooping in once everything's clear, taking those steps. And I'm going to tell you the same thing because at the very end of that message, I strongly heard taking those actions that you are being guided to take without any remorse. So that is what I feel is something that's very strong in hesitation in you, is that there's like this sense of remorse of letting someone perhaps in particular, letting outside energies down. At the end of the day, it's your life. It's your experience, and the actions you take, the decisions you make affect you and your experience more than anyone, okay? So you need to have your back. You need to have your back, and you need to follow what your soul's guiding you to do in this situation. So taking those actions that feel best to your soul, mind you that you're not like causing purposeful harm to persons or situations, okay? What your soul feels guiding to, taking those actions without any remorse, without any regrets, okay? and without any hesitation. Sorry, that just had to come through. But yeah, but that's what I got for you, okay? So I hope that this resonated with you, loves. And if it did, do me the favor of please subscribing, liking, commenting, all of those things that can help me switch this algorithm around because it's been stagnant for a little while. And if you are willing to do me that favor, I appreciate you very much, loves. So that is what I got for you, and I hope that if you've already seen this one and it resonated, that you'll go to the other one and watch that one as well as pile number 4, because I promise you that if this resonated with you, especially the parts of the owl, the swoof, that wasn't even a word, the swift swooping, I promise you that there's messages for you there as well. I felt your energy is very similar, okay? So until we vibe again, loves. Hi, pile number 4. Thank you for joining me for this reading. If you chose card 39 with the owl, as well as this sandstone, then you're at the right place. Let's just pretend I didn't say 30, okay? That was funny. Anyways, I'm starting with your pile first because I just finished your reading for the first part of this reading, and so I'm just going to start with it since I'm already sitting in your owl energy. So I am going to start with one card, if that's what comes out of each of these decks, and I have 6 oracle decks, okay? Oh, that's too many. I don't want 4. That's going to be way too much. I want 1, please. Should have been more organized with this. Alright. Ooh, I'm already seeing your cards, and I was trying not to, because then I start getting impressions and I get distracted. Alright. What do we got for pile number 4? And this owl energy. You know what? I'm having a flashback to an owl that I felt was an omen for me about a year ago. This time I found, oh, you got 2, but they fell very strongly, so I'm giving them to you. I found a dead baby owl in my front yard that had no signs or no reason of showing how it had died. It was just a beautiful little baby owl. And I ended up doing a little burial for him in the front yard, and I don't know why that's coming to mind right now. I felt like it was an omen then, but I really didn't understand. I was going through a lot at that time, so I knew it meant something. I never really was able to connect it. But I buried that little cutie. You got 2, 2, 2 for the last 3 decks. Just letting you know, pile number 4, in case that resonates with you in any way. All right. Don't let pride get in your way with full moon in Leo. Feeling the world, card number 13. Card number 28 with victory. Shield Maiden with make plans and focus. LOL. That's connecting with the owl message from before, and I'm finding resonance in the 2 females holding and focusing on something very strongly. And I did say that there was something you were focused on in reading 1. Okay. Oracle, wait for an important information. Oh my god, this is connecting exactly. I'm so glad that I started with this because I have everything fresh in focus. I just finished your reading like not even 10 minutes ago, so I have everything on your energy and focus. And the last guidance message that I said was, as soon as you have all the information you need, then you go. Then you take swift action towards whatever it is that you need to. We have play, have fun, celebrate. Don't be so serious. I love that card so much. That's me sitting in champagne. Just kidding. The crumbling. What are you clinging to? Okay, that I felt strongly in your energy at first, because I felt like you were going within the darkness to try to see what needs to be changed, what needs to be left behind that's no longer serving you. Then we have Cow Spirit with the Miracles Are Endless. Card number 15. 24, Electric Eel Spirit, bring your ideas to life. And card 43, stop. It's the owl. Oh my G. I have to, because I have not brought out this deck in so long. And it's such a huge deck. So what are the chances, right, that you would get 2 owls in 2 different decks? It's not a coincidence. Pile number 4. Okay, so let's take a look at what we got for you. I feel like there's a part of you that just wants to be free. With the don't let pride get in your way and have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. What I'm getting is maybe you've been in a long period of time of being very serious. And that was what I was sort of getting with the original owl energy, was sort of that like busy and doing things that are important. I saw the owl being like a principal, someone in leadership, someone in charge, and maybe there's a cartoon somewhere that's coming from in my memory, but I saw him literally, and I don't know why I didn't say it, but I saw him being as somebody who was just like, you know, like wise, like an old owl, the wise owl, but at the same time like being in charge in a place of leadership. And I feel like if that's true for you, pile number 4, that you're somebody who is, you know, like who has a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, that it's sort of like put you in a place over time that you just like lost all sense of fun. It's just maybe you would manage to bring fun into the situation, and maybe you still do. But it feels like there's a huge lack, or like not being able to like really delve into that fun. It's sort of like dipping your toes in fun, but you really want to play. I can feel it. Oh, I almost dropped you. Your soul wants to play, pile number 4, okay? And I feel like maybe that has something to do, since it did come out in the beginning of the energy, and I usually read left to right, so. And I definitely, why was I saying wrongly? I wrongly feel. I was about to say I wrongly feel. I don't know. I definitely feel that your soul wants to play. I feel like in the moments that you do have in your current life where you just get silly and like, yeah, I just feel you like being silly, like just joking around and just having fun and not taking things so seriously and not having to be so like structured, and just being able to like flow and relax and be yourself. When you do have those moments in your life lately, I feel like your soul is just like, yes, like this is what we should be feeling. And it's sort of like, okay, I think that's probably what's bringing you, like whatever it is making you like switch your focus. And that may now be one of your goals, is to like find more playful opportunities, something like that, okay? Or just enjoy life more is what I feel like. It doesn't have to be anything that like serious, you know? Why do I keep on feeling the need to burp? OMG. You're like holding something in that you're not letting out. I'm just gonna say that because I feel it heavily, like with the bubbles, and that's sort of what I've been getting lately. It's like when you feel like little things like that, like in the energy wise, because I'm doing a reading, and I did not have these bubbles in my throat before this reading right now, the one that I just started. So feeling the world, card number 13, the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? I definitely feel like this like literally emphasizes the place of reflection that you are, because feeling the world, like the world card is like cycles of life, which also connects to pile 3. We'll see what it comes out in that pile when I do that one next. But feeling the world is really just like taking a good look at life, right? That's what the world represents, like the life and experience here in the 3D realm on Earth. So feeling the world is giving me right now in this reading, where it connects to the crumbling, like anything in your 3D physical realm that is keeping you, it's holding you back, okay? Because you see this like crumbling energy of a tower, which if you saw my tower reading, like if you haven't, that might resonate with you, because I feel like that's definitely the energy that you're in. I felt the darkness and the shadow of the night with the owl in the first reading, and I'm feeling it in this card only, right? Because if this card wasn't in here, I wasn't seeing the darkness. But this card coming into your reading like shows me what I need to know. Is that you're in the brink of coming out of the darkness, or you're looking away finally from the darkness and seeing the glimpse of what possibility, right? Of possibility of something different than what you've been experiencing, which I feel like has gotten old for you, okay? You've outgrown it, and it's time for something new, but there's things that are keeping you from actually getting that full, renewed, fun grasp on your life, okay? So there is being clarified that there is a strong sense of reflection on what's keeping you from having this feeling all the time. What's holding you back from bathing in champagne, pile number 4? It looks like fun. In fact, I would like to do that now. Just kidding. I'll stop. Card number 28 with victory. And cow spirit, the miracles are endless. You know what this gives? You're such a go-getter. These two cards coming out together like tells me that like when you set your mind to something, pile number 4, like there's no stopping you. Like you are gonna do the research that you need to do. You are gonna practice what you need to practice. You are going to whatever you have to do. Take tutoring if you fucking have to. But whatever it is that you are trying to gain traction in life, like if it's something you want and it's something you set your sights on with this owl energy coming out double, remember, oh, if you saw the first pile, I'm just remembering again that I saw the owl like on this like tree and like scanning everything below him, and then all of a sudden he like locked his target and was just like and that's what I feel like I'm getting again with these two cards. It's like once you set your sights on something, you like do the research, do your scanning, check for the right opportunity, and then you swoop in and you go get it. You're a go-getter. You do have strong manifestation, strong success experiences in your life. Yeah, you definitely are giving me the energy that you've had like times in your life where you've experienced a lot of success. Probably even now. I don't feel like you're losing any of that. I just feel like this is more subconscious. Remember, because the owl was going within to seek its inner wisdom, and that's what I'm feeling is happening for you. I feel like your outer world, outside of you is like your shell is successful, but the you that's within there that other people can't perceive, that part of you feels like this is getting old. Something like that, okay? So Shield Maiden, make plans and focus, and Electric Eel, bring your ideas to life. Literally, that's connecting. Exactly, right? That's what you're doing. I feel like you're attempting to get in there. Whatever it is that you've set your sights on, pile number 4, like, you're doing the work right now. And I feel like you have a strong sense, and I feel like there probably is a lot of heaviness associated with this current situation that you're finding yourself in, because it does involve like the tower energy, and it does involve like Dark Night of the Soul. And even though the rest of the cards, like if I take these two out of the reading, I would not be getting those messages at all. I would not see a person who is struggling internally. Hell no, I would not get that. But these two cards hold heavy, dense energy in them of somebody who is struggling internally. Okay, so I'm going to say that I know that this feels challenging. I don't know how specifically, because I'm not getting any specific references, but I do feel like this time requires a lot of planning. Just like that card is saying, like make plan the focus, which I feel like is what you're already doing. But I feel like in this case, I feel like there's a lot of fear associated with it. But I really don't think there's anything to fear, to be honest. Whatever changes like that you're making are purely like an illusion. And I know that there's fear associated with all the ins and outs and the details of how to get out of this crumbling situation. However, you're doing the right thing in getting the guidance that you need of how to do those specific things. Because once I feel like get into, there's so much draw. Like this is electricity, the electric eel. Bring your ideas to life. I feel like there's such inspiration, inspired action, but also coming from a place of passion. Because this electricity is giving me like this energy, literally. Like just this like lighthearted fun, but just like this fun that you don't ever want to stop. And whatever it is that you're being guided to make plans and focus towards is something that really lights you up inside. Okay, so if this, for some of you, I'm getting like career change. I feel like it's going to be good for you, because I feel like it's going to change your life in a direction of trueness, authenticity. Okay, the authenticity is the better word. But I think there was focus on that, like finding your inner truth. Like I remember saying something about truth. Don't be afraid of the truth. Is that what I said? Something like that. I don't know. I can't remember that part now from the previous reading for the owl, but I do know that that's what this feels like. Because electricity gives me like sword energy, like having like a revelation of something that just all of a sudden is just like, whoa. I don't know why I didn't see that before, but now that I see it, like it's just buzzing. It's buzzing in my head, like it's so clear. And that's what these two energies are about too, right? It's just gaining clarity, like true clarity. Like really having a strong sense of who you are first and foremost, okay? This is like a union of, ooh, I love this. This owl was giving me feminine energy before, and now it's giving me masculine energy now beside this little soft feminine looking one. And now I'm getting like there's this like union within your masculine and your feminine energies in order to give you this like this spark of inspiration, or this spark of clarity that's just like really leading you to your true passions or to your true journey. Okay, we don't have to even use the word passions, to your true like purpose. What are you meant to experience in this world? What are you meant to experience in this life? Or maybe let's not even go with meant. What do you want? What do you desire for this life? What do you desire for this experience, this person that you are? What do they want? I feel like, because obviously this is a general reading, so for every single person who may resonate with this pile, it's going to be something different. For some of you, I'm strongly getting career, but for others of you, like literally this could be anything. It could be anything. It's just like a change of direction in your life from where you were to something different. Okay, because for where you were was working for you, it's successful, but it's not fulfilling. It might have been at one time, but I don't feel that it is right now. I feel like it just got too, not old, because I feel like it's still something that you do find fulfillment in, but it's just not like, what's the word? I can't find the word. It's just not. I keep doing this. It's not doing that for you, and you need that. So yeah, that is what I got for you. I feel like this was a clear read. I hope I explained it clearly, pile number 4, but that is what I got for you. Like, this is good energy. You're doing the right thing. I will stick with the same guidance that I gave you, is whatever introspection that you're doing. It starts with acknowledging what you want for yourself, which is more of this playful, fun energy, right? Like, hell yeah, who doesn't want to live like that? I try my best to have fun in whatever situation I'm in, okay? Because I have had way too many life experiences of not having fun and being in sadness and being in, you know, like drama and being in all of this bullshit. And I'm just like, okay, that took enough chunk of my life. Now it's time for me to have fun. This is the part of my life where I have fun. And despite all the challenges that I still experience, many of them, I have learned to try to make the best of everything and just have fun regardless. If I'm alive, I'm gonna be having fun, guys, just saying. And I feel like your soul resonates with me in that way too, pal number 4. Okay, so keep doing what you're doing, have that introspection, see those hard truths, and do not be afraid of them. But once you see those hard truths, make those changes. No more clinging to anything that's holding you back, and then swoop in and follow where you need to go, okay? Because once you have that clarity, like, there's no stopping you. I can feel it. I know you're gonna do this. All right, so if this resonated with you, please subscribe, like, comment, all those things, and until we vibe again, loves.